to Jets TV. Please comment, rate, subscribe, guys. Comment, rate, subscribe, like the videos. Also share the videos as well, man. I want to thank everyone that does watch and share my videos. You guys are the absolute best. I am here to talk about Week 12, man. I want to get into my Week 12 picks, but wait a second, guys. For that, I want to talk about my Week 11 results, okay? First game I covered, Ravens at Cowboys. I took the Cowboys in this game. That got myself a win, okay? Ravens 17, Cowboys 27. Dak Prescott was rolling, man. 301 yards throwing the football. He also had 3 TDs. Ezekiel Elliott did his thing on the ground as well, man. This Cowboys team is impressive. Young guys getting the job done. I mean, what else can you say about what they're doing, man? They're very impressive. So, again, with the Cowboys getting themselves a win, that got me a win as well. Next game, Bills, Bengals. Said the Bills would do just enough to get the job done. I thought it was going to be a hard-fought game, you know, very grimy and just all about who can get the advantage, the turnover advantage, you know, what defenses were going to come out, what sets things, you know, they were going to come out in, how Rex was going to find these exotic ways to get after Andy Dalton, and he did just that, man. Listen, Bills get themselves a win, so that got me a win. Bills 16, Bengals 12, all right? Hey, I'll take that W, all right? Bills ran the ball decently on the ground. Gillingsley had 72 yards rushing for them. Look, I'll take it. The Bills hard fought, stayed in the game, tough nose, and they nosed it out, and they absolutely took the game away. So again, with them getting themselves a win, I get myself a win as well. Last but not least, guys, Jets were on a bye week. Had Raiders fans in my inbox saying, hey, listen, talk about us. I said, okay, I'll do just that, okay? Texans at Raiders. I took the Raiders in this game. Got myself a win, okay? Texans 20, Raiders 27. Raiders did just enough to eke it out, man. Carr was impressive in this game. 21 of 31, 295 yards throwing the ball. He also had 3 TDs. He also had 1 interception as well, but the kid looked good, man. Again, another young quarterback that was drafted by them that's come in and really just grown every year that he's been in this league, man. I'm just impressed by Carr every single game that I see, so shout out to the Raiders. They got themselves a win. That got me a win as well, man. Won all 3 of my games. But that's in the past now, okay? We're moving on, guys. That was Week 11. Now we're talking about Week 12, okay? So let's go ahead and get into my Week 12 picks, all right, guys? First game, Chiefs at Broncos. I think this is going to be another slobber knocker. This is a division rival. They know each other extremely well. You know, these 2 defenses can get after each other. Peters is questionable for the Chiefs. I believe he's going to play, though. So these are 2 defenses that can absolutely get after you. They got guys that can rush the passer. They find ways to stop the run. The Broncos are just stout up front. You know, Keith Talib of the Broncos is well playing some very solid corner in this league. This is just going to be an absolute slugfest. They're going to be throwing haymakers left and right, man. My only question here is, Trevor Siemian, you know, I think he's a decent guy. He's a decent quarterback. He doesn't do anything too crazy, but I feel like there's a lot of things missing in this passing game because of him. It's just certain things that he does that I say, man, you know, come on, Trevor. Like you could definitely punch stuff in when the opportunity's there. And I think a lot of that is with him and Emmanuel Sanders. I see Emmanuel Sanders run a lot of great routes and get wide open, and Trevor Siemian often misses him. You know, either he's underthrowing him or he's overthrowing him. It's just kind of a problem connecting with the deep ball with Trevor Siemian. But, you know, the Broncos have a very solid running game. They do everything else well, but it's just like, you know, when it's time to take the top off the defense, can you trust Siemian to get that ball to a guy like Emmanuel Sanders, who's, man, just, that guy looks really, really good this year. I've seen him do a lot of great things this year, but not be able to cash in because of the quarterback. The Chiefs' offense, as we know, just very efficient. They're a team that really is not going to blow your doors off. They're not going to take your top off. They're not, you know, Alex Smith isn't, you know, Mr. Deep Ball. But they find ways, you know, a lot of misdirections, a lot of counters, a lot of screens. You know, Travis Kelce gets involved in the game. And Spencer Ware, who has really shown up big for them this year in the absence of Jamal Charles, man, this kid is looking good out there as well. But again, this is another, you know, again, the Chiefs, they're not a deep ball throwing team either. You know, Alex Smith, even though they have the weapons with Jeremy Maclin, they're not stretching the field too often. But that's just kind of what Andy Reid does. You know, he's going to be efficient. He's going to constantly move the chains. You know, and with all that said, man, I think the Broncos take this game. I think it's going to be hard fought. I think it's going to be down close to the wire. But I think they take it by a field goal, man. I just have that feeling. So I'm going with the Broncos to take this game. I'm choosing the Broncos to win. So that's what I got, man. So next game, Packers and Eagles. Whew, the Packers coming in on a 4-game losing streak. The defense has not played very well, especially the secondary. Ooh, that secondary is terrible. You know, Aaron Rodgers kind of had a game or two where he was kind of off a little bit, but man, this defense is terrible. You look at the Eagles, their defense is playing extremely solid, especially their front seven. They're getting after guys. You know, Carson Wentz, Ryan Matthews is not going to be playing in this game, but I think that Carson Wentz is going to have some favorable matchups in that secondary. You know, but these wide receivers have to perform. We've all known that in the past, Jordan Matthews has had issue with drops. You know, there's a couple other guys that had issues with drops. We're still kind of wondering what Nelson Aguilar is or isn't, or is he a bust? You know, I mean, he's just totally up in the air, but he hasn't necessarily been playing up to, you know, their expectations at all either. So you're just kind of wondering about this, you know, wide receiving core. Can they put on? Because they're going to have the matchups, you know, that are going to be favorable, because this Packers secondary is soft as it gets. So those are kind of my only questions. I think Sproles is going to kind of pick up the slack with Ryan Matthews being gone. He's a great back. He kind of does all things, especially in the passing game with him as well. He's a guy that's deadly coming out that backfield. And with that said, I'm going to pick the Philadelphia Eagles to win this game, man. I just think the Packers, and I know I'm going to have Packers fans in my inbox saying, look, we lost 4. You can't say we're going to lose 5 in a row. I think you're going to lose 5 in a row, man. I think the Eagles defense is going to play stout up front. That's going to slow Rodgers. He's going to be, you know, they're going to get after him. And then, you know, that Packers defense, I don't think is going to be able to stop and corral anything, you know, that the Eagles are going to do. I think it's going to be a tight game, but I just got the Eagles pulling it out. So, again, with that said, I am taking the Philadelphia Eagles to win that game. And last but not least, your favorite game, my favorite game, our favorite game, the Jets games, guys. Let's talk about this, okay? New England Patriots and New York Jets. We're starting Ryan Fitzpatrick. Let that sink in, guys. We're starting Ryan Fitzpatrick. Todd Bowles is naming a starter for this game. Listen, I have no faith in the Jets to win this game. We're going to lose. Tom Brady's coming in. He's hot. He's extremely angry that he's got suspended earlier in the year. They are rolling offensively. I mean, Tom looks great. They're using a ton of backs, especially LeGarrette Blount is a guy that is running like a madman. If they get physical with us and start running downhill with LeGarrette Blount and just start crushing us, I don't want to see that. But as far as them taking advantage of our weak secondary, especially our, you know, our non-ability to be able to cover tight ends, we can't do that at all. And they got, you know, 2 really good ones in Bennett and Gronk. Gronk is still questionable, so even if he doesn't play, if he gets ruled out, you know, Martellus Bennett has no issues chopping us up. He's a guy that can get the job done as well. He's a very good tight end. They're gonna roll us. They're absolutely gonna roll us. They're gonna go after Revis, probably to make a point. And if it's not just to make a point that, hey, we don't need this guy, it's just gonna be, you know, just basically to take advantage of one of our weak links, which is Revis. Marcus Williams is not gonna be playing, so you're gonna see a lot of screen Revis. Burris, I'm hoping to see out there as well. You know, they're just gonna absolutely destroy us defensively. I think they get after Bruno Giacomini. They're gonna test our weak offensive line. Nick Mangold is questionable. If he does not play, which is a big possibility because he's had some injury issues this year as well, and he's missed some games. If he doesn't play, oh man, you talk about we're in more trouble than you know. Fitz is not 100% healthy. I don't care what they're saying. That knee may be you know, decent enough for him to play on, but there's no way he's moving around and he's 100% healthy, which is one of the reasons why I don't understand why he's starting. I don't see why we don't start Bryce Petty here because, look, let's just see what this kid has. Let's put him in the fire, have him learn. At this point, you've already ripped off the Band-Aid. You had him starting against the Rams. But it's just like we're just, you know, we take one step forward and we take 50 steps back. So now this guy's back here. He's going to get beat up. I expect turnovers. I expect interceptions. I expect strip sacks and fumbles out of Ryan Fitzpatrick. I just expect a bunch of nonsense. They're going to absolutely handle us in this game. I don't even think it's going to be close. With that said, clearly I am taking, I want to throw up, but I am taking the New England Patriots to win this game easily. They're going to absolutely destroy us. Destroy us. Not even going to be close. So hey, comment, rate, subscribe, guys. Comment, rate, subscribe, like the videos. Share the videos as well, guys. Go down below, comment, guys. Let me know what you guys think. What is going on with your teams? Tell me what you guys think about your teams for the week as well. Hey, let me know what you think about my picks too, man. Because it's going to be a tough week for the Jets, and I'm going to need to talk to somebody. So with that said, guys, hey, enjoy your times with your families, man. Enjoy your times watching, football. And have a great one, guys. As always, peace.